comics and powered by the Red 5 Network. For more, visit red5.bio.link. Hello. It's Tuesday, October 28th, and it's time for your doctor-recommended daily dose of Dork with your broken mic arm. And your host, me, Dani. So we've got today, and we have tomorrow before I go on surgical leave, Surgery Fest 2025. And then we don't have the streams for a little bit. Maybe a few days, maybe a week, maybe a couple weeks. We got Tiny Tot. Can't see him. Here he is. The cutest pup there is. The cutest little uppity pup there is. How are you guys doing? I was really, really chilly this morning, and now I'm getting warm, but I don't want to take my sweater off. Form-fitting. So, before we start yelling good morning to everyone, do me a huge solid. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and ring that notification bell so you get notified whenever I'm back with even more of this nerdy nonsense. And you guys have been doing a really good job hitting that subscribe button, because we are over 13,000 subscribers now. Over 13,000 subscribers. Is that not crazy? 13,000 and still not fully monetized. But we're like 599 hours away from full monetization, and we're gonna do another giveaway to get us up there. If you guys get those playlists going and we can hit that goal of 4,000 watch hours, we're gonna do another giveaway, and we're gonna have 4 winners this time instead of just 1. 3 winners will each win one of these games. This one's completely unopened. We got these from Cards Against Humanity. I get games from Cards Against Humanity all the time. So if you want some games by Cards Against Humanity, we're doing a giveaway. We got these 2 right here. We got Contact and Party Mouth and Head Trip. Right? Awesome, right? So we've got those, and we're going to do another hoodie. So get the playlist going. We've got 599 more hours to go to match our 13,030, I think, subscribers. Look at that loopy thing. Anywho, yay. Let's get there, guys. Let's get there. Remember, surgery Thursday, so no stream Thursday and Friday, possibly Monday or Tuesday. It depends. Okay, it really depends on how I'm feeling. But anyway, let's yell good morning to the chat. Remember, members and super chats get their good mornings first because they paid money for it, and it's only fair, right? Okay, so let's find a member. Good morning, Lieutenant and contributing editor, Kino Reviews. Good morning, Lieutenant Backyard TARDIS. Good morning. All right. I think those are the only 2 we have right now. Good morning, Ansu Ho. Ooh. Oh, and good morning. I'm so sorry, DL. I'm so sorry. There were so many in the chat. Good morning, Lieutenant Deranged Lunatic. I'm gonna say it twice because I missed you, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, God. Good morning, Lieutenant Deranged Lunatic. There we go. I feel better now. Good morning, Red 5 brother DJ Red 4 from the Exegesis, and the winner of our first giveaway with the $50 gift card, and he's getting a hoodie. Yeah, I gotta get that. I haven't gotten my payout yet from YouTube, but it's so I can afford the hoodie. I gotta admit, as soon as I get that payout, he's getting his hoodie. And I have been in talks with him. Make sure he knows it's still happening. Buenos dias, Fernando. Good morning. Good morning, Maria. Let's see. Good morning, Grape 60. Up. There's a bot. Found a bot. Got a bot. Let me clear my throat real quick because it's cold outside. It's chilly out there. I took my chicken some treats and I was like, it is cold. It is cold. It is cold. All right, guys, let's dive into it. There really isn't much going on. Oops. Really isn't much going on. But we're going to make the most of it. We're going to make the most of it. Let's see what all you guys are saying in the chat, and then we'll dive into some headlines. Did I have any announcements that I needed to check in with you guys about? Oh, I'm going to adjust my stool here. And I've got Darth in the corner. Darth is like way over there. I don't trust his ass. I don't trust him. He's way over there. Okay? He misbehaves. And he causes problems. And then I Aunt Fanny him into my shelf and knock stuff over. So Ansuho says, if only Willem Dafoe was a younger man, because he's my ideal Joker casting. I love his portrayal of crazy characters. Sam Raimi's Green Goblin, that dude from The Lighthouse, to his improvs in No Way Home. Oh, yeah. Willem Dafoe. Ansuho also says Mark Hamill's Joker in Batman the Animated Series and Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin should be used as Bill Skarsgard's basis. Oh. And yes, DJ, I watched Welcome to Derry. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I really did. My favorite scene, though, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. Oh, don't make me do it. I have so much to do tomorrow. So tomorrow's the day before surgery, and I have so much to do. I have to make like 6 loaves of bread before I have surgery, so my family has bread while I'm unable to, be on my feet and make them food and stuff. So I've got that. I've got to really clean the office really well and clear walkways and stuff so I can get my wheelchair in here. It's a whole thing. And that's why I only did the 4 looks, and I did my grand finale last week, because I think it would just put too much stress on me to add another look to the day before the surgery, because it's a lot of work, guys. It's a lot of work, and on top of that, it makes a really big mess, and the cleanup is not my favorite part. Like, I spent hours cleaning my airbrush machine, and as you can see, my nail, or you cannot, but it's not showing up great on camera, but my nails and cuticles and stuff are stained and really torn up and cut up, because you have to use 99% alcohol to clean it out, and it's very drying. So it would be a little bit too much for me, but I wish I could. I really wish I could, but that's why I did the grand finale last week, because it's just too much on me with everything I have to do tomorrow. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Now I feel like I'm letting you down. I really feel like I'm letting you down. Good morning, Omari! Dude, no, it's not, especially when you're a broke bitch and you have to make your own airbrush makeup. It's no joke. It's no joke. Okay, let's get started on a couple of headlines. And we'll dive into this Bill Skarsgard stuff, and I'll let you know. I'm kind of messing with you here because I'll let you know if it's real or not. Here we go. Good morning, Somar. What up? All right, guys. So it seems here, according to Tom Reese Harris, over on his Instagram, I went and found it. But over on his Instagram, it says that they're getting ready to wrap. Like they should wrap this week on Clayface. And they're expecting it to come out on September 11th of next year. It's kind of an auspicious day, wouldn't you say? While the plot details are still being kept under wraps, production for Clayface has provided fans with a glimpse of its story and its ties to the larger DCU. And this is coming from thedirect.com. Such as the big twist that Hagen is presumed dead in the events of the movie, and the first look at James Gunn's version of Gotham City. I wouldn't exactly call it James Gunn's version since he's not the one writing or directing it. Okay, the direct. Although many assumed that production will continue in the next few months, a new update has shed some light on when filming will wrap. Tom Reese Harris confirmed via Instagram story that filming for Clayface will wrap this week, with him celebrating the looming end of production with the caption "last week of filming." And he uses the comic that Andy Muschietti used in the first episode of It, Welcome to Derry, which I realized when I was editing my shorts yesterday that I said 1966 was the start of the Silver Age, and that's absolutely not true. Sometimes we say stupid shit. It was 56. 56 is when the Silver Age started. I think that the Welcome to Derry series starts in 1953. It could be 57. I could be completely wrong, but this most definitely is a Silver Age comic. Silver Age did start in 1956. I'm a dumbass. Welcome to my show. If you're new, it's something I do for funsies. I like to keep you on your toes. But anyway, Tom Reese Harris, he posted on his story a picture of the cover of the comic that Andy Muschietti used in Welcome to Derry episode 1. And he says, last week of filming. Clayface began filming in August, with filming ending this week, just in time for Halloween. The update from Harry's meant that James Gunn's R-rated Batman villain movie, and it's not James Gunn's movie. Why they keep saying that in this article? The villain movie is farther along than fans thought since production only took place within 2 months. This is surprising since production for most superhero movies usually takes at least 6 months. For comparison, Superman began filming in February of 2024 and it wrapped in July. The quick turnaround for Clayface suggests that it aligns with its reported lower budget, marking a major shift from the DCEU strategy, which is a good thing. We need lower budgets. We need less of this big, flashy BS. What we need are solid scripts. And you're going to laugh when I say this, but we need sensual scripts. And when I say sensual, I mean things that alert and wake up your senses, things that I can imagine smelling that it's very visually interesting to me. The sounds, things that awaken your senses, that put you in the moment, that really, really set the scene. And make you feel agitated, make you feel excited, that kind of stuff. Everything has been so bland lately. Like what my daughter said, white girl cooking. Everything's just been white girl cooking lately. Like, break out the salt. Let's get some Lowry's. Girl, use the garlic powder. It is your friend. Okay. Some red pepper flakes. You cannot go wrong with a pinch of red pepper flakes and just about anything. You need that in these movies. I'm just saying. Good morning, Anime Night 89. Speaking of Joker, remember when people thought that Arthur guy was the Joker, but we were fooled? Yeah, that was some bullshit. I don't even want to talk about it. Good morning, Music City Soul. Dope DC Comics Easter eggs and welcome to Dairy. Yes. That was fast, but that could also be a really good sign. That means things went smoothly. That means they had a completed script and things went smoothly. That's a good sign. Samar, I think Gunn or whoever ain't confident in showing Batman in his own movie or casting announcement, so they'll put him in one scene in Clayface. Or something else. Or something else entirely. Anu Suho says great script is needed, but I think the flashy stuff still matters. Flashy is nice, but it's kind of like drinking. You know, if you're binge drinking all the time, you're going to kill your liver and you're just sick all the time. You know, you become an alcoholic and then it takes more and more booze to get that drunk feeling. You know, I don't know where this, I think this analogy ran away with me, but do you get what I'm saying? You can't have it all the time. It's not good for you. It's not good for expectations either. It should be the cherry on top. You need good, for one, and I'm not saying Clayface is a palate cleanser, but you do need good palate cleansers in between. And you do need good, like, solid storytelling too. You need things that connect to your senses, that engross you to the film, that no more of this second screen crap where they're giving exposition with every single bit of dialogue because people are looking at their phones or people are stupid these days. You get what I'm saying? No more of this bland bullshit. We need something that's not going to talk down to us, that's not going to assume we're idiots looking at our phones, something that's going to awaken our senses, put us in the moment, and just rivet us to our seats and not want to look away. We want to be invested, emotionally, sensually invested. That's what we need, a good story that invests us. And the fact that it had a completed script and they finished filming in 3 months gives me hope. Gives me real hope. That's what I'm saying. Maria says, I would rather watch Attack of the Killer Tomatoes than watch The Joker 2 ever again. When she's right, she's right. DJ, Flashy is nice, but look at the Acolyte. Flash was there, but the writing was not. Exactly. It looked great, visually stunning. It looked like Star Wars. Even the editing looked like Star Wars, but the rest of it was total pants. It was just straight to video garbage. Boof. Good morning, Joel Familia. Save in budget, focus on quality hiring for CGI. Attack on Killer Tomatoes 2 was a masterpiece. I forgot about the cartoons. Anywho, goes on to say, see, James Watkins. That's the name. James Watkins. All right. Directed by James Watkins with a script from Mike Flanagan. Clayface stars Tom Rhys-Harris, Naomi Ackie, and Naomi Ackie and Max Minganella. Set photos may indicate that Clayface will be the DCU's first prequel movie, as evidenced by the inclusion of a poster featuring the Flying Graysons. The movie is set to premiere in theaters September 11th, 2026. Not James Gunn's movie. Hold on. This is what I wanted to do. That works. Not James Gunn's movie. James Watkins' movie. Nah. James Watkins and Mike Flanagan's movie. Where's my dog? Oh, he moved. Not James Gunn's movie. It's stupid to keep saying that. He's just the studio head on this one. He's just the producer. So let it go. This gives me more hype for Clayface. And where's Loki when this good news is coming down about a character he could give two shits about? Bro, the Flying Graysons. The Flying Graysons? Robin? Dick Grayson? Open Google, my friend. Or a Batman comic book. You're welcome. So if you have any questions, comments, emotional outbursts about Clayface wrapping filming in 3 months, leave it in the chat below. Good news all around for that. Solid script, solid director and writer, solid filming time. I didn't hear about any problems on location or set. Any problems, any filming issues, nothing. On Suho, what do you think of Gunn's heavy mischaracterization and the way he downgraded dudes for comedy purposes? He gives me a headache. He stresses me out. Major depression. Flames all over my face. It's my Madeline Kahn. Flames. It's upsetting. It's stressful because on one hand he's like, I love comic books, and then he says things like, how would Supergirl know? She was a baby when Krypton was destroyed. How would she know? Like, stop talking. You are stressing us out. So some things he does exceedingly well. But after he became co-head, whatever, of DCU, I like Superman. Wasn't jumping out of my seat over it, though. I don't think it was the level or where it needed to be. Peacemaker season 2 really let me down. Like, really let me down. I love Peacemaker season 1. Peacemaker season 2, totally different show. And it was just absolutely depressing. Such a letdown. And from everything I hear from my industry sources, that he doesn't want to be CEO anymore. He just wants to be a filmmaker. And after all is said and done, when his contract is up, after the sale, he's done as CEO. So he's just going to be a filmmaker again. So that's how I feel. And he really needs like someone to treat him like a cat who keeps getting on the counter. Like a squirt bottle. Like, no. Stop that. Like squirted with a squirt bottle. Like, no. For somebody who's supposedly a big comic book fan, James Gunn sure don't know much. Someone direct him to my channel. He might learn something. Maybe I should cover Salvation Run. Add Salvation Run to my list of breakdowns. So he can learn about it. All right, guys, let's move on to another topic. Sorry for the sounds. It wasn't me. Chris Mundy describes Lanterns as much a buddy cop show as it is a superhero show. This is coming from Men's Health Entertainment. Ooh. Pardonnez-moi. That's right, multilingual. There he is. Good morning, Ensign Loki. Given the way things go, he'll have Mana tomorrow done before the sale closes, which is kind of what he needs to do if he wants it to actually happen. We were just talking about you. I was wondering where you was, as though the vernacular in my Southeast Missouri area goes. Oh, it's like nails on a chalkboard to me. We were just talking about you because apparently Clayface is looking pretty dope. They had a really good script. Filming went really smooth, and they just finished like 2.5, 3 months later. So you might be wrong, bitch. Sorry, you're great. Thank you for all your support. I'm going to have to let my dog out of the studio. Un momento, por favor. There you go. Being a turd. I'm back. Did you miss me? My dog didn't. Anywho, yeah, Clayface is, Loki says, work prevented me from telling you that general audience doesn't care about Clayface. And like I have told you before, the way to make people care, the general audience cares, to make a movie about it. So to them, it's like, oh, this is new. I don't know. We'll see. Both things can be true at different times. So in an article for Men's Health, Aaron Pierre and Chris Mundy both describe Lanterns as this buddy cop superhero space show. Our show is a lot of ways about replacement. When should someone step aside, and when is it time for the next person to take the reins? So this is about older Hal Jordan not knowing when to effing retire. Hey, boomers, you never let my generation do shit. Okay? You're all like, we're saving all this money up and money and power to hand down to our kids one day. And then you never let us have it. That's why we're the forgotten generation. One of the reasons why. Anyway, so I'd watch hard. I'm really looking forward to it. I really am. I'm a big Green Lantern fan. I'm a big Aaron Pierre fan. I'm a big Jon Stewart fan, okay? He's like the hottest superhero. And so I'm just saying. Is there anyone else looking forward to the Lantern show? And how do you feel about this buddy cop in space superhero idea? Tell me about it. Tell me everything. I'm trying to find. I'm scrolling through this article right now. And not much else I was looking for. Okay. So Chris Mundy, he did Ozark, Bloodline, True Detective. I got faith in him. I got some faith in him. So Fernando, yes, I cannot wait for this. Somar, I'm looking forward to Supergirls and Lanterns. More than Superman, cause ain't written by Gunn. What you think? I'm definitely looking forward more to this and Supergirl, which, by the way, I wanted to transition to that first and I screwed that up. Um, definitely look forward to these more than Superman Man of Tomorrow. Kino, I'm excited, and that's exactly the kind of show that needs to happen in that kind of universe. And I agree. Ooh, that hurt my knee really bad. Don't do that again. Oh, I can't wait to have this crap taken out of my knee because that hurt. Though Clayface is about to wrap filming, which there could be some reshoots. Okay, I'm not saying that there won't be at all. Here, let's try this. Here we go. Supergirl is reportedly going through 2 weeks of reshoots and likely adding scenes with Superman. Have we talked about this? We did. We talked about this. I wanted to add, I think this is why I resaved this. I wanted to add that reshoots are normal. They're very, very, very normal. It's when they go on and on and on and on that they're not normal. 2 weeks for reshoots, that's nothing. And it could just be a couple days this week, a couple days that week, because they got to work around other people's schedules. But I mean, compared to Clayface being done in 3 weeks, and if it is done, Clayface done 3 months, not 3 weeks. If Clayface is done and they don't have to do any reshoots whatsoever, any more photography, that's like unheard of. That's like, whoa, crazy. That's wild. That's like, wow. So we'll see. We'll see. Kino says, stay in space, stay off Earth, buddy cop show. That's the perfect Lanterns formula, in my opinion. Sorry, this has got to come off. Yeah, I would love them to stay in space. Absolute. My daughter's dog trying to get in through the door, but the door is shut. You cannot vibrate through walls yet, my little Flash. I'd love to see Oa. All the different planets, galaxies. That would be super cool. Totally into that. On Suho. Not sure what to feel about Lantern castings. Hal seems too old. And that gives leeway for other Green Lanterns on Earth. I only want Gardner, Stewart, and Jordan, honestly, as Earth's Lanterns. Well, they're doing Old Man Hal. So I'm here for it. And I is an excellent choice. I think he's a wonderful, wonderful actor. The first thing I remember seeing him in is a George Strait movie when I was a kid called Pure Country. Where the sidewalk ends and the road begins, you say goodbye on a cold, dark night. My parents made me watch it like 1,000 times. But he's a great actor. His daughter starred in Alien Earth. That was his daughter playing Wendy. But I think he's great. And for Old Man Hal, yeah. Somar, I was looking forward to Supergirl movie without Superman in it. Now it feels like Gunn figured out what his sequel gone so quick throw him in. I'm thinking, I'm hoping, and sometimes I'm pretty good at speculation, but I'm thinking that what they're going to do is maybe do some flashbacks, because there are some flashbacks in Woman of Tomorrow of her leaving Krypton. So maybe they're going to do flashbacks of her arriving on Earth, because never before on the big screen have we actually had a legit Supergirl origin. So there's probably going to be some sort of flashback of her arriving on Earth and meeting her cousin. Kino, art house horror films equals low budget, little to no reshoots. Mainstream films, bloated budgets, expect reshoots. I'm excited for both movies and Lanterns, but trailers are key. You're not wrong. With the smaller movies, you have less people working on them, less moving parts, less things can go wrong. The director and the ADs have less to try to watch at one time. You see what I'm saying here? So they have less employees to be mindful of, less moving parts to kind of keep their eyes on, so less things can go wrong. Joel Familia, I love that they're doing Old Hal. Hopefully they turn him into Parallax and enter Kyle Rayner. That's what I'm going for. Are we going to get a fridge? Are we going to get a fridge? Do you think we're going to get a fridge? Are we going to fridge someone? Is there going to be a fridge? I'm just asking for a friend. Is there going to be a fridge? Don't mind me. I'm just obsessed with fridging. Ask your girlfriend about it. All right, moving on. So, the question on everyone's mind right now is what is happening with DC Studios? We know that Warner Brothers Discovery is up for sale. Of course, Warner Brothers Discovery, the parent company who owns DC Studios. DC Studios, which is a completely new concept just in the last couple of years. This is a brand new thing. DC's never had its own studio before. And as soon as it gets its feet on the ground, as soon as it starts moving, David Zaslav's like, guess what, guys? Yeah, you're right. I'm selling. Yeah, go figure. Like, we all do this. He's just flipping houses. That's all he's doing. So the big eyeball, that's the big wallet that's been looking at Warner Brothers Discovery has been Paramount, which by all accounts would be terrible for the industry because it's going to create a trust. It's going to create a trust. You're going to have this big studio conglomerate, which would really be bad for creatives. Great for executives, not great for creatives and independent film. However, they have gone to the table with an offer, with like an 80% cash offer for Warner Brothers Discovery, even offering David Zaslav to continue on as CEO. And they've rejected this offer 3 times. On the heels of this information, we have this. Paramount plans to lay off 1,000 employees this week, with more layoffs to come in the future. And they are still actively searching to purchase Warner Brothers Discovery. My thought is, are they liquidating? Are they trying to make room? Is Warner Brothers Discovery, is David Zaslav looking for a 100% cash offer? Is that what's happening? So are people losing their jobs because David Zaslav wants a 100% cash offer? Joel back on the lanterns. Kyle's the strongest Earth Lantern. You have to add him as one of the 4. Loki, if you think that's bad, just wait until they actually buy Warner Brothers. There will be an astounding number of people fired. Kyle was the lantern that made the mantle relevant. He was the definitive lantern in the 90s. He's the best. Yeah, I just said that. Did I just say that? I feel like I just said that. So it's looking like, and I can almost guarantee you, if you had the ability to look through Paramount's financials, they're going to be liquidating some assets. They're making room. I guarantee you, David Zaslav said, I want 100% cash. 100% cash. And I wonder I have so many questions. So many questions. Good morning, Derpy. I wonder if there are any stipulations in their buyouts about DC Studios. I doubt that Zaslav would have any qualms whatsoever about the DCU being decimated. Because again, this isn't an entertainment guy. This is a real estate financial guy. He doesn't give two shits about our human emotions and stuff. He just wants to make a buck. But there is a possibility that there could be some stipulations upon the purchase of Warner Brothers Discovery that DC stay intact. But equally, an equal real possibility that they're like, we don't give a shit. Do whatever. Do whatever. Whatever. What do you guys think? Does this matter to you at all? Do you care? Do you care what happens in this sale? Do you care who buys it? Do you care if DC Studios remains? I mean, really, does it matter to you? Is it that serious? If the DCU gets rebooted again, I mean, a lot of DC fans say they're throwing their hands up, say they're going to be like, that's it, I'm over it. But I doubt it'll happen. I really do. We're made of tougher stuff than that. And we still have comic books. We still have books. We still have physical media. We still have cartoons and stuff. I'm just saying. Loki, I care if it improves the product overall. Otherwise, nah. That's a point. And there you go. All right, guys. Let's move on to our final topic that has been taking social media by storm. And I want to point something out to you. Can you see what that says there? Does that say discussing film or discussing fish? Joel Familia, when a merger happens, they always bring on their own people. It's a tale as old as time. Look at when Disney bought Star Wars and Fox, or when AOL bought Warner Brothers in the 2000s. On Suho, if anything is going to get a reboot, it should be the MCU. It's so freaking messy right now. He's not wrong. And that's what Secret Wars is supposed to be, but will it happen? No. So this has been going on everywhere. And yes, I may have made a little bit of a clickbaity thumbnail, but if you read it correctly and you read the title correctly and the description correctly, I never said he actually was in talks. And if you click this link right here, if you actually, and this is what I kind of love about posts like this, because all you got to do is click it. I'm going to remove this. Okay. And then I'm going to show you what that link is. This is the link. It's an article about Welcome to Derry. It has nothing about the DCU or Bill Skarsgard as the Joker. He is not in talks, as far as I know, to play the Joker. In fact, now is not the time for anyone to be in talks to join the DCU because everything is literally uncertain. Everything is uncertain. They can't move forward with anything new right now. The only thing they can work on are things that have already been contractually greenlit. Only things that are literally under contract. Breezy, good morning. Discussing Fish actually had a real leak a few days ago. Really? For reals? Tell me more about that. Kino says, I fell for it. I admitted it to Dani. I think Bill would be an absolutely amazing Joker. A more perfect casting would not exist. This man is like, and see if you can understand what I'm saying here. This man is like a dramatic acting version of Jim Carrey. Like, he has this uncanny, crazy ability to morph his face. It's so in his eyes, like that's all him. That's so, in his voice. It's unreal. His abilities are just absolutely uncanny. He's incredible. He would be an amazing Joker. But the fact is, two things really. Right now, even if the studio was not for sale right now, and we don't know what the future is going to hold past 2026, 2027. We don't know what that future is. We really, really do not. Not as of this moment. Even if it was on solid ground, they cannot afford this man. They really couldn't afford this man. He's in Nosferatu, did amazing. The It movies, Welcome to Derry. He's done some, he's in demand. Okay. He's an in-demand actor. He comes from an in-demand family. He's well paid. He's got a really good agent, really good managers. I do not think the DCU can afford him at this juncture. I do not. Now, if we could all like maybe start a GoFundMe, take up a collection, maybe we could help the less fortunate DCU afford him. But right now, the money's not there. They just don't have the budget. And again, not to belabor the point, everything is just precarious right now. We will not know the future and the possibilities until we know who is buying Warner Brothers Discovery and, therefore buying DC Studios. So this post was a troll. It was not real, but people ran with it without clicking the link. You got to click the links. You got to click the links. You got to read the articles. But this dude is absolutely incredible. He was on one of Netflix's first original series. Oh my God, what was it called? Began with an H, Hemlock Grove, something like that. It was pretty decent. It wasn't bad. He was a bad guy in that. Really good. He's so good. He is definitely one of the more talented Skarsgards, and there are a lot of them. There are several. Good morning, Travis. How's it going, everyone? Really excited for this show because of all the Easter eggs in the Kingverse. I really like it. I liked the book until the very end. That was unnecessary, and King should be on a watch list. and he certainly lost his mind the last few years. I love the miniseries with Tim Curry. I love the movies. I've really enjoyed the first episode. I think this is Andy Muschietti's genre. He and his wife Barbara, and they should definitely stay in this lane. Good morning, Hunter. I've seen it. I have seen it. I see the vision, man. Absolutely see the vision. Deranged Lunatic, Hemlock Grove was a very good series, and it ended too soon as usual. Yeah, I think that was before Netflix really understood what to do with that stuff. You know, they didn't quite see the vision yet. But I would be 1,000%, 1,000,000,000,000,000,000% behind Bill Skarsgard as the Joker. The question is, what's going to happen over the next few months when Warner Brothers Discovery, ergo DCU, gets purchased, what the new owners want to do with it, and if DC Studios can afford Bill Skarsgard, if Bill Skarsgard even wants to do it. Maybe, as we have seen in the past many times, some of these online troll things are kind of like taking the temperature. They are testing the interest of actors, studios, fans, what have you. Perhaps this is an attempt to see Skarsgard's interest, or the studio's interest, or our interest. I am here to say the fans would be all over this. This would be probably the most unifying win the DCU could do in like ever. Like ever. Breezy says, look up Discussing Fish Guy Gardner first look. They actually got it right. Ha! I'll do that. Okay. Travis says the Alexander Skarsgård Tarzan was pretty entertaining. It just needed some color and the Phil Collins soundtrack. I do love some Eric Northman. I liked True Blood. Eric Northman. And Gustav, their brother Gustav Skarsgård, was on Vikings as Floki. So there you have that. There you have that. And the second to youngest, I can't remember. He's got a very Swedish name. He's in a movie as well. There's so many Skarsgårds. There's so many. And all of them are actors. And there's like, I think 5 or 6 boys and 1 girl. It's crazy. So many of them. Guys, that's really all I got today. Told you there's not like a whole lot going on. But I wanted to clear up the rumors going around on the interwebs. I don't know if I've ever shown you the, do I have it here? Let's see if I do. Dave and I made a thingy. We made a little, back in the day, you'd call it a Vine, a TikTok, whatever. A tickety-tack-tack-tack. Let's see, Dani. No. So we made a thing where it was me as Conan the Barbarian. Can't find it. Oh, well. But we made this thing as me as Conan the Barbarian. It's Dave and me. Like Dave actually says, Dani, what is best in life? And it says, to crush the rumors, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentation of the nerds. So I figured I would do that for you today. But Bill Skarsgard would be amazing. See, Travis, and I thought the two Wahlbergs acting at the same time was dude. Allow me to introduce you to the Baldwin family. There's the Baldwins and the Arquettes and I lost it. Anyway. Good morning, Polly. I know, but I made a thing. You missed that part. I made a thing. And now I can't find, you know what? I'll do it this way. I can do it this way. I can pull it up on YouTube. So Dave and I made a thing. And it was me as Conan the Barbarian. And it was his voice. And it was us doing that bit. So, but it was so long ago, I'm probably never going to be able to find it because I have over 2,000 effing videos on here. And I always thought Alec was a straight shooter. Did you hear about him and Steven crashing like headfirst into a tree? And then I never heard about it again. Like, what the absolute French toast? Like, what happened? That's okay. I might have scrolled past it. I need to look up it here. I found it. Okay. Dani, what is best in life? Found it. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen and show you guys. So here's the little bit that Dave and I did about my nerdy news.
Dani, what is best in life?
To crush the rumors, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentation of the nerds.
Dani, what is best in life?
To crush the rumors, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentation of the nerds.
There you go. Dani the Destroyer. You're welcome. Okay, you dorks. That's all I really got for you. And that's Lieutenant. It's Ensign Polly. I apologize, Ensign Polly. An Soo-ho. The way they directed Bill's acting in John Wick was for me. I felt no chills. Fair enough. If you guys want to help support the channel, the easiest and freest way possible to do that is just by hitting that like button, subscribing if you are new, and ringing the notification bell so you get notified whenever I'm back with even more of this nerdy nonsense. If you would like to help support the channel in other ways, God bless you, because I could use some stuff, man. We're falling apart in here. And remember, I'm having surgery day after tomorrow. So I'm going to be out for a little bit. Remember, giveaway. Do you want to win some Cards Against Humanity games? Then get those playlists going, because as soon as we get to 4,000 watch hours, 4 lucky subscribers are going to each win a game from Cards Against Humanity. Okay, we've got Party Mouth. Sorry, it's upside down. Contact and Head Trip. And then we've got your own custom comics and hoodie. That's right. So get those watch hours up. Get those playlists going. If you want to help support the channel immediately in a financial way, thank you, because I'm broke. And this is my full-time gig. So we're going to pass the collection plate right now. You can help by either signing up, joining the channel, enlisting in the Nerdling Army right now by hitting that join button. You get early access to all of my drops. You get to the front of the line whenever you request a breakdown or a video, any kind of explanation, blah, 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 blah. Anytime you request a video or a breakdown or anything, you go to the front of the line. So early access, front of the line, you get your own emojis, you got your own community tab. So you get your own posts and stuff, exclusive content. Like I just put up for my members only, I just put up the full script to the first book, my first comic book. So that's up there and only members can view that. So go check that out. Become a member if you want to see it. Also, you have the super chat option. That's right. You can leave me a super chat to say, thanks, man, for all the hard work you put in and streaming 5 days a week to us, even though it's so much work and you're so tired and old and stuff. Anyway, there's that. If that doesn't work for you, that's cool. We've got Buy Me a Coffee. If you scan this QR code right here, it takes you to buymeacoffee.com/comicsandmua, and you can chip in as little or as much as you can. There's also Cash App. All this information in the description below because I love you so much. And there's also the original Nerdling Army over at patreon.com/comics, and you get the same perks as the members on the channel, plus exclusive content and exclusive merch you cannot get anywhere else. And you get that exclusive merch, which corresponds directly to your specific rank in the Nerdling Army. You get that every 3 months for the first year of your membership. So check that out at patreon.com/comics. And there's also the official Nerdling or Comics and merch store. Sure. The official Comics and merch store over at comicsandcosmetics.etsy.com. Hundreds of designs, all made by yours truly, and on virtually any product you could possibly imagine. If there's something specifically that you want, let me know. Let me know. Okay. And it's not just like my logo. Okay. It's mostly just stuff that's been inspired by other things like Superman and X-Men and Dune and Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So go check that out. I also have an Amazon store where I have like 10 different lists of recommendations. So if you need something from Amazon, go check my Amazon store for. Okay. What is happening? Like words are hard. All right. Words are hard. Go check my Amazon store first because I might have a recommendation for it. And I get a little something for that from Amazon. So as a thank you. I'm also an affiliate for a lot of different companies, or not a lot, but a couple of different companies, including Zenni Optical, where I get all my glasses. So if you scan this QR code, whoop, it'll take you to my personalized link that you see right here. And I will save you 10% off your next pair of prescription, non-prescription, or sunglasses from Zenni Optical. They have over 2,500 different types of frames. I highly recommend the Zenni IQ lens with ID guard. I can use them inside, outside as sunglasses. They protect my eyes from different levels of the sun's light spectrum, blue light from my computer screen, and infrared light. So I don't get scanned by unwanted AI. It protects my digital privacy from AI, from Skynet. Huh? Help me help you get protected from Skynet. Okay. Scan that QR code. Okay. 10%. There you go. This podcast is powered by the Red 5 Network. We are a collective of exclusively nerdy podcasters and content creators here to educate and entertain you. So if you like this podcast, chances are you're going to love more of what the Red 5 Network has to offer you. So go to red5.bio.link today to discover more of the Red 5 family. Everything I've just told you about can be found on my website, comics-and.com. Go check it out. You've got all my reviews, all of my special effects looks that I've pretty much ever done. So if you missed all of my Halloween looks from this year or the previous 4 years, they're on my website. Go check it out. Plus reviews, TV shows, movies, it's all there. So news, updates, even my probably dead Belgian project. But go to comics-and.com and.com to learn more. So check in with the chat one more time. You guys. Polly, when do I send you a tip? Cash App. Where do you can send me a tip through Cash App if you want. Is right there. Or you can send it through the Buy Me a Coffee app. Either one. It's right there. Those are awesome. Or I was scratching my nostril, not picking my nose. I swear. Okay. Cash App or Buy Me a Coffee are excellent options. Or super chats, whatever. Too many plugs, girl. Where do I send you money? Well, then you know what you need to do. Use the Zenny Optical link. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. There you go. Cash App, Polly. Cash App me. $, DanielleSoncasie. It's the most French ass name for a girl who is not French at all. There you go, Polly. And muchas gracias. Thank you very much. Thank you. I don't know what to do with my hands. All right, guys. I've had a wonderful time with you nerds. I hope you had a wonderful time. I will be back tomorrow morning, but then that's it for this week. Because remember, I'm having Thursday surgery. I'm having surgery on Thursday, the day before Halloween, because that's who I am as a person. So surgery, I'm out for a while, and then I'll be back. But I will miss you, and I will be on social media, and I'll be on the community tab. So I'll see you guys later. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Thank you, Polly. Thank you so much. You're the absolute best. Should we send him should we play some music for him? All right, guys, I'm out. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Last day before surgery. All right, guys, remember, keep your eyes peeled because
Disney and Kathleen Kennedy are gonna get you.